I can't be the only one who thought that if you ate any type of junk food, then you automatically gained weight, and it didn't matter until I realized about what calories were, what a calorie deficit was, and everything like that. And so, if you're someone who thinks I need to lose weight, I have to cut out all these foods, and all these drinks, right? No more drinking, no more eating certain foods. Let me go all in, eat only broccoli, meal prep, eggs, fish, rice, stuff like that. Then, you're very similar to what I try to do. I tried to eat the same things, right? I only was meal prepping. I was very locked in, and I shot to my weight. I just off of sheer willpower, I was literally starving, because I didn't know about how to increase your protein, and I didn't know about how you're able to eat, certain foods and fit them into your calories. So I'm like just going off of sheer willpower, and sure enough, as soon as I get down, I shoot right back up. And so I redid all of my work in a few weeks, when it took me months to get down there, because trust me, it's way easier to eat calories and gain weight than it is to lose the weight. You can do it quick. Like if you literally, start binging out because you've been restricting these foods from yourself, then you can gain weight really fast compared to how quickly you lost it. And so I'm telling you this, if you're someone who believes like, oh, I have to lock in, eat only healthy, you gotta look at it as like, do these numbers suit my goals? That's what you have to look at it. Or even better, do I want to waste my calories on blank item, whatever it is? And so if there's something that has 800 calories, no protein, you got to look at it as like, do I want to waste that? Because let's say I'm in a 2,300 calorie deficit. You just ate 800, no protein, which means you're not going to be full at all. So now imagine you have another, 800 calorie meal, very little protein. Now you're at 1,600 calories. You're still not hungry at all, or you're still not full. And so now, you have to overeat all these calories, when in reality, if you compare a healthy versus unhealthy food, it really depends on the type. Like I would much rather, you have a double quarter pounder than have, a high calorie salad, because one of them is at least going to have 45, 50 grams of protein. And so at least hit your numbers, right? And so the biggest game changer for me was when I finally was able to start eating foods I enjoyed. I remember I seen something and it caught my attention that you could eat whatever you want and still lose weight. And I'm like, oh, that just must be people with good genetics or a fast metabolism, right? And so I tried it out and it actually worked. And I'm like, wait a second, is this what I've been missing? Because I kept, it was multiple times that I would lose the weight and then gain it back because I was restricting myself so hard. And so when I was able to eat Pizza Hut, I was able to eat cookies, I was able to eat, junk food and lose weight, I was like, this is the way. And so, obviously you don't want to eat just junk food, but if you're hitting your protein goal, which should be close to your goal weight in grams of protein, it's actually like, it's not like you're going to eat all junk food, because you're not gonna be able to hit your protein goal. So hit your protein goal first, and then with the calories that you have left over, those are like fun calories that you can do, and you gotta treat it like a reward. Like, hey, I hit my deficit, I hit my protein, and now I get to enjoy myself. And when you end your day with something that you genuinely love, whether it's a little bag of cookies, or it's some candy, right? Maybe it's Skittles or whatever it is. You want to fill your cravings. You want to satisfy your cravings. And then the only way you can go to bed full is if you're hitting your protein goal. Go to bed full, satisfy your cravings, and that's how a diet doesn't feel like a diet.